everyone. Welcome to Bio Universe. I am Su Yanka and today we will discuss cell membrane. Before that I want to request you all, please subscribe my channel for more biological videos. Cell membrane is double layer of lipids and proteins that surrounds cell and separates the cytoplasm from its surroundings. It is selectively permeable, which controls the entry or exit of certain molecules. The word cell membrane is termed by Nageli and Kramer in 1855. The same was named as Plasmalemma or plasma membrane by Plough in 1931. Cell membrane was discovered by Schwann in 1838 and termed Schwann cell. Chemical composition of cell membrane. Cell wall of RBC contains 43% lipid, 50% protein and 5 to 7% carbohydrates. Membrane lipids. Most of the lipids are phospholipid. They possess one hydrophilic polar head and two hydrophobic non-polar tails. Hydrophilic head is made up of phosphate, glycerol. Hydrophobic tails are unsaturated and saturated fatty acids. Because of presence of both hydrophilic and homophilic parts, phospholipids are called amphipathic. Phospholipids form a bilayer in contact with water. Other lipids present in the membrane are sphingolipids, glycolipids, sterol, etc. We will discuss later about membrane lipid in different separate video. Membrane proteins. Two types of proteins present in membrane are peripheral and integral protein, which are structural proteins. Peripheral protein are also known as extrinsic protein. 30% of the proteins are peripheral. These protein molecules occur entirely outside of the lipid bilayer. They are covalently attached to phosphate head and non-covalently to integral protein. Protein are more abundant on extracellular side of membrane as compared to cytoplasmic side. Integral proteins are also known as intrinsic protein. 70% of the proteins are integral. These proteins are embedded within lipid bilayer with the help of hydrophobic interaction. Most integral proteins span throughout the lipid bilayer are called tunnel protein or transmembrane protein. Receptor proteins, carrier proteins and channel proteins are also present in membrane. We will discuss about membrane proteins later in different separate video. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates present in the membrane in two form. Glycolipid, carbohydrates with lipids, and glycoprotein, carbohydrates with protein. Membranes organization. Several types of models have been put forward to explain the structure of cell membrane. Some of them are lipid monolayer model, given by Langmuir. He suggested that the membrane was composed of phospholipid monolayer. In 1902, Overton proposed that cell membranes are composed of lipid only because entry of any molecule into a cell is governed by its lipid solubility. Lipid bilayer model, given by Gotter and Grendel in 1926. He suggested that plasma membrane is composed of double layer of lipid, that is lipids are present in the membrane as a bilayer. Lamellar model, given by Davson and Danieli in 1935. They proposed that molecular model of the membrane in which hydrophilic head groups of the lipid molecule is covered on both sides by protein layer. Protein and lipid are arranged as PLLP manner. Unit membrane model, given by Robertson in 1959. He found that all types of cell membrane possess a similar trilaminar or tripartite structure. He concluded that biological membranes are trilaminar or tripartite in constitution with a wider electron transparent middle layer and narrower electron dense layer on its either side. A unit membrane has a thickness of 75 angstrom. Each of the two electron dense surface layers is 20 angstrom thick. It has protein layer in outer surface. The central electron transport layer is 35 angstrom thick. It is lipid bilayer. Fluid mosaic model, given by Singer and Nicholson in 1972. This is most widely accepted model. According to this theory, plasma membrane is a semi-fluid or quasi-fluid in nature in which proteins are embedded within phospholipid bilayer in mosaic pattern and fluidity is due to phospholipid. This model explains protein as icebergs floating in the sea of phospholipid. According to this model, lipids are present in two layers. Proteins are arranged in two ways. Some are embedded in the lipid layer called integral protein. Some are present on surface of the lipid bilayer called peripheral proteins. The lipid layer is usually in liquid crystalline, that is quasi-fluid state. Function of cell membrane. 1. Cell membranes hold the semifluid protoplasmic contents. 2. Plasma membrane protects the animal cells from injury. 3. Plasmalemma maintains form and individuality of the cell. 4. Cell membranes separate the cells from their external environment and cell organelles from cytosol. 5. Cell membranes possess antigens which determine blood grouping, immune response, acceptance or rejection of a transplant. 6. Cell membranes allow entry to only selected substances. They are impermeable to others. 7. Cell membranes do not allow outward passage of absorbed substances. 8. Cell membranes control cell metabolism through selective permeability and retentivity. 9. About 30 enzymes are located in the membranes for performing various biochemical reactions like synthesis and hydrolysis of ATP by ATPase. 10. Membrane possess receptors for hormones, neurotransmitters, immunoglobulins and several other biochemicals.